Welcome new graduates, families of graduates, students, staff, and faculty. Congratulations, class of 2021. We're so grateful to see you here today and to celebrate our amazing master's and PhD graduates. I'm Kelly Kidwell, I'm an associate professor, and it's my pleasure to help Ramar and everyone else behind the scenes with this event. Just for housekeeping, I want to please ask you to mute yourself if you're not talking. Most of you are doing that already. Feel free to turn on your camera. We'd love to see your pictures, but if you don't want to, no problem. And we have a tight timeline. We have a lot of speakers, so I'm going to try to stick to it. First, I want to recognize all of those who have made this event possible. So thank you so much to all of those behind the scenes, to Dave, to Nicole, to Davina, to Amanda, and to Carrie, of course, to Bramar and everyone else showing up here tonight. I'm grateful for all you've done. Again, if you could mute your microphones, please, if you're not talking. Thank you so much. All right. Bramar, do you want to say anything before we continue, or I can just get into it?
No, let us get into it.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
So as you see, we have this schedule. I'll say a few words and then we'll watch our video. So when COVID hit over a year ago and we shifted to a virtual, socially distanced world, I don't think any of us knew that we were in it for the long haul. As Holly Hartman, graduating PhD student and commencement speaker, said last night, this past year plus has been unprecedented. To think that many of you spent the majority of your time in graduate school in our residential program online is baffling. While there seems to be light at the end of the tunnel for us here in the US, as many of us have now been vaccinated, there's still a long way to go as we continue to see things worsen around the world, like we're seeing in India. So I want to take a moment to pause and reflect. For the remembrance of all those whose lives have been lost due to this devastating virus. For remembrance of all those BIPOC individuals who have lost their lives due to social inequities, injustice, racism, and hate, not just over the past year, but throughout our history. For gratitude for all the COVID first and continued responders who have put themselves and their families at risk to help others, and for the scientists and policymakers who have developed and disseminated a vaccine at a rapid pace. For gratitude of all those fighting for diversity, equity, and inclusion at the micro and the macro level. And finally, for the resilience of so many who continue to persevere through all of this, including you all. Graduate school is usually hard, but it was especially harder over the past years as we've been fighting the global pandemic of COVID and the national pandemic and serious public health threat of racism. Thinking clearly has not come easily. So while we're here to celebrate, we must do our due diligence in recognizing the change, loss, and upheaval this past year and a half has been. But you all have worked hard and you've made it. How far you all have come, yet likely how little you've probably moved, sitting at your desk, learning from home for the past 1.5 years. You did it amidst all of everything. You participated, you studied, and you're leaving our department with a master's or a doctorate in biostatistics. We are all so proud of you for all that you have and all that you will accomplish as alumni of our program. And you should be proud of yourselves. We wish you success in your future. And while I do hope things get easier, they will never be easy. But you have already proven that you can overcome adversity and rise to the challenge. I know many of you will make great changes, and as Holly said, be the bright lights that shine in this world. So let's now watch a short congratulatory video that Carrie so beautifully put together for us.
Congratulations, class of 2021, the graduates of Michigan Biostatistics. When the whole world is coming to a halt due to the pandemic, you are setting out for a new journey. And our best wishes are with you on this journey. Wherever you go, a part of Michigan Biostatistics will always be with you. Go Blue!
I want to congratulate the graduates this year. I know this is probably not the graduation that you had anticipated, but you have so much to be proud of and so much to celebrate. So congratulations and go Blue.
Congratulations to all of you. You've worked so hard to get here. I hope that as you move into the next phase of your life, you'll keep in touch. Please shoot me an email. I'd love to hear from you.
Congratulations. What an amazing achievement. I know the past year has been extremely trying on so many different fronts, but you did it. We are so proud of you. I know you will go out there in the real world and do a ton of good work.
Congratulations, Michigan Biostatistics class of 2021. We look forward to all your successes in the future. Good luck.
Congratulations, graduates. Way to get through our program, especially this last year. Best of luck in your future endeavors.
Congratulations on the well-deserved success, the class of 2021. Thank you.
And I want to congratulate all of the 2020 and 2021 graduates of the University of Michigan Biostatistics program.
Congratulations, graduates. You made it during this challenging time. You made it through, and I'm so happy for you as you enter the world of public health.
Hello, Biostatistics class of 2021. This is one of your top 3 favorite 699 professors speaking. I've so enjoyed teaching you this past semester and seeing you progress in terms of your statistical analyses and your writing. I'm so proud of each and every one of you and all the hard work that you've done, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
That was so great. Thank you. Back to times where we didn't have to wear masks and we could gather together. I look forward to those times again. You know, while we wish we were in person, luckily we can see the faces of all 47 graduating MS students here that we want to congratulate. Many of us might know you better as a black box with a white name inside of it, but you're much more than that. Within these MS students, we want to recognize the 6 individuals who completed our health data science concentration. Please go out into the world and help us make sense of all of that big data. We also want to recognize the 14 doctoral students who have earned their PhD after years of work. After years of work, and maybe somewhat anticlimactically presented their dissertation over Zoom. You've accomplished so much. As a testament to your success, we have so many individuals who want to say congratulations. So I will stop talking and I will let others take up some space. First, we're going to start with our alumni, and Bramar is going to introduce those.
Thank you, Kelly. And as we are going to take advantage of the Zoom world and invite some graduates, past graduates of the department, to say a few words. And Kerry, I was wondering if you could spotlight the videos so as they speak, the spotlight is on them. And so the first one on the list is Rebecca Enridge. So Rebecca is an associate professor of biostatistics at the College of Public Health, Ohio State University. And she received her PhD in biostatistics in 2009 with professor under the tutelage of Professor Rod Little. And this is a wonderful moment for our past graduates to say and wish our current graduates. And I hand it over to Rebecca.
Thank you, Bramar. So congratulations, everybody. First of all, I want to note that I'm in my finest graduation regalia. I even have the earrings, which I am not normally permitted to wear in the city of Columbus. So I'm excited to get a chance to wear it. The first thing I want to say is I could spend my 5 minutes just laughing with the memories of seeing the faces of faculty on this call. And you know, Mike in his full regalia, of course, Mike is in his regalia, or Jeremy looking like he's sitting down on the couch with this computer. Of course he is. And you will remember these things too. So Zoom has given you a glimpse into something that, you know, I never knew that I needed to see, but now I know. So you'll remember this 12 years from now, just like I, right, 12 years out. So you all have made it through an incredibly difficult time, not just the pandemic, but the sort of awakening of awareness of systemic racism in this country. And for that, I just offer a heartfelt, huge congratulations. Pat yourselves on the back. You have accomplished something incredible. 47 MSs, 14 PhDs, those numbers are amazing. And you all, every one of you is amazing. And you know so much. You are an elite group. If I am looking at applications for incoming faculty candidates or staff candidates, and there's a Michigan Biostat application, it's rising to the top of my pile because I know what you know. You might not know you know it. I remember finishing my MS and 699 and do I really know how to do it? Do I really know what I'm doing on this project? But you do, I promise you, you do, and that'll bear itself out when you are working. I want you to remember that you've gone through a lot of really fun things in addition to the really difficult things of grad school. A colleague and I used to joke that grad school was like a boot stomping you down, right? It sort of kept making you feel like it was hard work and reminding you that you weren't done yet. But the boot is now lifted. And remember the good times, you know, the pre-pandemic when you could be together. During the pandemic, I'm sure you were together at least on Zoom, if not physically in the same place. Just remember, cherish those memories because I honestly still think about them 12 plus years on. I remember working on that 699 final project in the basement computer lab. I'm not even sure if that basement lab is there anymore, and you're all certainly not going there, but that's what I remember. I remember waking in the middle of the night while I was working on my dissertation, realizing the coding error I had made. Like I literally awoke and remember that. I'll never forget that feeling. I remember meeting up with some friends in the bathroom during the middle of a class where we had just gotten our exams back, panicking about, did we do, oh, are we done for? Right? All those things at the time were terrifying, but in retrospect, it was all fun. It was with people I loved, and it brought me to an end where I'm super happy, even if I have to sort of disguise my Michigan roots on a day-to-day basis. So I don't have anything else to say except congratulations to everybody, especially because of the pandemic. You're all in public health, which is incredibly important. So please help us heal the world because you have the skills. Thanks.
Thank you, Rebecca. What a powerful message, heal the world. And I think we need a lot of healing, particularly as we reflect on India, my country of birth is hurting so much. I really appreciate your words. Next on the list, Jason Roy, Chair and Professor, Department of Biostatistics and Epidemiology, School of Public Health, Rutgers University. Jason obtained his PhD in 2000 with Shi-Hung Lin. Jason.
Great, thank you. Yeah, it's a really an honor to be here. I was thrilled to be invited. Michigan and the Department of Biostatistics in particular has just had such a positive impact on my life. So it's really great to just get to be a part of this event and celebrate with you. I started in biostatistics in Michigan in 1995, so it's quite a while ago. And I was classmates with Mike Elliott, and I see a number of faculty on the call also who were there at the time, and it was just a really great experience, and I made lifelong friends, and I'm sure you all have too. And then also the thing that happens is that once you graduate from Michigan, you become part of this really rich alumni network. So literally all over the world you'll meet people, and somehow it'll come up that they went to Michigan or you went to Michigan, and it just happens all the time, and it's really nice. And certainly in the field of biostatistics, you hear about the impact people are having, and it turns out so many of them are graduates from that department. So it's just really great to have been a part of that, and now to be a part of this, celebrating with you. I was asked to give maybe words of wisdom or something, and so I thought about it. And one thing I think I could say is that in terms of statistics, it's really a field that you're always learning. So you have your degree, and now you have this foundation, but you'll continue to learn. And what happened with me is that a lot of what I've learned about statistics is from sort of my own failed ideas. So I would be thinking, oh, I have this great idea. Why hasn't anyone thought of this before? And then I'll spend weeks or months working on it, and it wouldn't work. And I would just keep trying to figure it out. And eventually I'll figure out why it doesn't work. And then I would think, oh, now it seems really obvious why this doesn't work and why nobody's done that before, because it was kind of a bad idea. But you do that a few times, and you start to develop these really good statistical instincts. So I bring that up, and I'm sure I have more failures than most people, but I bring that up because it's really important to pursue your ideas and just make sure that if they don't work out, that you learn from them, and if they do work out, that's great. But don't feel like if you have a failed idea that oh, you don't belong in this field. No, most people learned a lot from trying things and figuring it out. And I think that's just so much of what statistics is just developing that sort of developing statistical instincts comes from experience, I think. And I think you have just an amazing foundation to be able to do that. One other piece of advice I would say is just to, really try to work with people that you enjoy working with. Statistics is just a very collaborative field by nature. And so, as you're looking at jobs, sort of seeing if it seems like the kind of people you could click with, or, even if it's not people that you're at your job, but if you, still want to collaborate with other people in the field, if you do it with people you enjoy working with, it really makes things a lot better. Research is hard work, but it can also be a lot of fun. So I would encourage that. I'll also just sort of wrap up by saying I think you're graduating. It's sort of a bad time to graduate in the sense that you had to go through the pandemic and everything, but at the same time, the digital era is really a great time for statistics. More data are being generated than ever, stored, accessible, and all of these data, there's an opportunity to have an impact on the world. And I think with your training, you're really in a great position to be able to use this massive amount of data to really have a positive impact on the world and to improve public health. So I think, I'm sure you'll do really great things, and congratulations to all of you. And I look forward to seeing you out in the world.
Thank you so much, Jason, for welcoming the graduates to the Alumni Network and also sending them off to a brave new world. Thank you very much. So last but not the least is Yushir. Yushir is Harold L. Moses Chair in Cancer Research and the Chair of the Department of Biostatistics at Vanderbilt. And you graduated, I'll let you say which year you graduated in, because I don't want to reveal that, and who you graduated with. Over to you.
All right, thank you, Pramod. First of all, it's very hard to follow Rebecca and Jason's talk, give you additional advice. Again, my name is Yu Shir. I'm the professor and the chair of Department of Biostatistics at the Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Oh, long time ago, from 1989 to 1994. So a lot of you are not even born yet. In 1994, I had the privilege of attending University of Michigan's Biostatistics PhD program. My advisor back then is Dr. Shisagar, and Shisagar, he already retired, and I'm proud to tell you that, since you mentioned the class, right? Proud of you that through all the blood, sweat, and the tears, I also made it through 699. And I believe that Dr. Mountain Brown was the professor and Dr. Bob Wolf was the professor. I didn't sleep a lot the night before our deadline, our report due date. Congratulations on your remarkable achievement. You not only are graduating from the best biostatistics graduate program in the world, but also have persevered through this very challenging time. As a fellow graduate of Michigan program, I can assure you that you are well equipped, you are well trained with the tools and the knowledge you need to make the meaningful impact of our field and beyond. I'm very confident to say that, the chair hired multiple Michigan graduate staff as well as our faculty members here. They are doing extremely well. As a biostatistician, underlying bivariation has been the key part of our training, right? My mom always asks me, what are you doing every day? I say, Mom, I only deal with one word in my entire career, variation, right? We deal with the variation, random errors, unexpected errors, right, exist in all of our models. Believe it or not, these core components of biostatistics are teaching us as the important life lesson. What do we learn from this random error? Life just like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get, right? Remember the movie Forrest Gump? In our life, we will always experience unexpected events, right? And because of our training, we know we must do our best to prepare for these situations. The things fall below 3 standard deviation. Low probability does not mean it will not happen when it's happened, but we are well prepared how to, when the life gets tough, gets challenging, we should always stay positive because we always count on our favorite phenomenon. What do we learn from our training? Regression to the mean. When you fall 3 standard deviation below what you expect, you know we will be better, right? Congratulations again to the class of 2021. Be proud, be successful. For now and forever, go blue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yu. I will always remember that when you are in the tail events, then remember that regression is going to kick in and we are trying to get some sense of normalcy through that. So thank you so much. And thanks to all of you for really joining this special moment for our graduates. And I'm very happy to see that 699 is still a galvanizing and unifying sentiment across decades. So 699 instructors, you should be really proud. So I would hand it over to Kelly, but I will make a few comments just that, I just want to tell the graduates that many of you, I distinctly remember I met for the first time in Camp Storer in our orientation in 2019. And I cherished that memory of bringing you together. We were not able to do that for the last 2 years. So I'm very confident that with your training and education, you are going to pursue your dreams, but also strive to create a more equitable world guided by data, science, and humanity. I want to thank Kelly Kidwell especially for really emceeing and coordinating this whole event because with the situation in India, I was not feeling up to it. So thanks to Kelly for leading this event. So over to you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kumar. My pleasure. And thank you so much to our alumni who spoke today. Graduates, I hope you see yourselves in the future in our alumni speakers. One day we'll be asking you to come back and provide invaluable advice to the new class of graduates in the future, sharing your bright careers as we heard from the 3 of our alumni today. So thank you. All right, we're going to go on to remarks from our faculty now. And first, we're going to hear from Professor Mike Banke, Chair of Admissions, who read each and every one of your applications 2 or more years ago when you applied. Mike?
Thanks, Kelly. And congratulations, University of Michigan Department of Biostatistics graduates of 2021. It's such an exciting day, and I wish I could be there in person with you, but I'm thrilled that at least I can be there together with Zoom. You've reached an important milestone in a career path that is just beginning, and today really is a day to celebrate. So I hope you have the champagne or whatever you like to do when it's celebration time and can take the opportunity to take advantage of this exciting moment. Graduation is always a time to sit back and think about all you've learned and the people you've met, and to ponder what comes next. And those sentiments remain totally relevant in 2021. But now, more than 1 year into this pandemic, it's also a time to be proud of your success in the face of real adversity and to recognize your demonstrated ability to succeed in the face of an extreme public health crisis. It's also a time to know that your talents and training as a biostatistician are even more critically important and honestly more valued than at any time I can remember in the past. We, the faculty, are truly proud of you and all you've achieved and look forward to all your future successes. Please do stay in touch. We'd love to hear back from you. And as always, go blue.
Thanks so much, Mike. Mike B, because next we have Mike E, Professor and Associate Chair for Academic Affairs.
Hi, I want to congratulate all of the 2020 and 2021 graduates of the University of Michigan Biostatistics program. Particularly for those of you leaving with a master's, you've been the hardest hit by having the majority of your time here being in quarantine or not being able to meet in regular meetings or courses. At the same time that our country has undergone a long overdue political and social upheaval. So I've thought a lot about resilience in the past year. This led me to do a little bit of web sleuthing on the topic. I want to share these 2 quotes. Persistence and resilience only come from having been given the chance to work through difficult problems. That's from Guy Bertoli, who wrote 50 Dangerous Things You Should Let Your Children Do. Now, clearly this quote applies well to you. Besides the larger background struggles of this past year, you've been engaged in challenging problem sets, research topics, writing and thinking, all part of the struggle to master the important and endlessly fascinating field of statistics and data science. So the other quote is, resilience is all about being able to overcome the unexpected. Sustainability is about survival. The goal of resilience is to thrive. From Jemias Kaseko, Hacking the Earth, Understanding the Consequences of Geoengineering. So you've been building a muscle of resilience that you'll be able to rely on for your future careers in life. But like any muscle, you can actually overstrengthen resilience to the point where you're carrying unrealistic burdens and expectations. Please take the time, especially now as you transition from school, to relax a bit, breathe, and just take in your remarkable accomplishment. And welcome to the alumni of the Department of Biostatistics at the University of Michigan.
Thank you so much, Mike. I really like those quotes and that advice. Definitely take time to be proud of yourself and to celebrate. So next is our missing data singing and hiking guru, Rod.
Rod, you need to unmute yourselves. You asked me to alert you about that.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. So I'm wearing my disguise as Sir Roderick Frequentisher, a pompous and rather occasional visitor to our department, because I rather like the flowing beard, the wire spectacles, and the pipe Brahma gave me. I hope that it'll bring a smile to some of your faces simply by looking ridiculous. In life, I think it's very important to be able to laugh and not take ourselves too seriously, bearing in mind that we all have our human flaws and are far from perfect. On the subject of hilarity, Sir Roderick feels we need to get back to creating some department skits, as our more recent chairs have not yet been sufficiently teased in a playful way. Life throws us curveballs from time to time, and the events of this year have been particularly challenging. But when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And you've persevered through the endless, tedious Zoom meetings and succeeded in graduating from this wonderful department. I'm sorry I was unable to meet more of you personally, but maybe we can do that on some future department hike, statistics meeting, or other occasion. Meanwhile, keep in touch with the department, and I wish you all the very best for the future. I trust you're able to make good use of the biostatistics knowledge you've acquired in your studies here. You really have the groundwork for a satisfying, successful career. So onwards and upwards, and go blue.
Thank you, Sir Roderick, frequent Tischer. Next up, we will have a professor and associate chair for research, Peterson.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Congratulations to the class of 2021. I'm very, very happy to attend this virtual gathering to celebrate many impressive accomplishments of class 2021. And also, I'm very proud of your effort and resilience during this study, especially during this trying period of the pandemic. And also I noticed that there are 6 of you who finished this new health data science concentration as the first cohort of this new program in the department. It's always exciting to be the first. And this may be an accomplishment comparable to 699 that was being repeated, mentioned in your future meetings with the alumni from the department. You are the first to accomplish this health data science concentration. So please keep in touch and please let us know how the health data science program prepared you well for your job. And for the class of 2021, I do hope that we keep in touch and please come back to visit us when it's possible. Best wishes to your future endeavors. Once again, congratulations and go blue. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. All right, and finally, our last professor, our last faculty congratulatory message for right now is from Professor and future Associate Chair for Research, JiaBin Huang.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. Well, I'm very honored to be with you today at your commencement reception, especially after such a long virtual learning and work experience. I'm so happy to see so many familiar faces and names on the Zoom today. When many of you took Biostatistics 101 with me a couple of years ago, or even longer ago, we still had in-person classes. And I enjoyed the moments we discussed the questions, exchanged ideas, and shared laughter after we solved some problems during the office hours. I really miss those times. So it has been incredibly hard during the past year, but you all made it. I cannot believe that time flies so fast and you're all graduating now. From this prestigious and one of the top biostat departments in the whole world, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. And I also noticed so many unfamiliar faces and names on Zoom today, but they're probably the most familiar ones to our graduates. Parents, siblings, friends, and so many others who have put their love and support into our graduates every step of the way. This is also your day, your moment, and your achievement. Congratulations to you all too. Class of 2021, I know all of you are very excited at this time, stepping out of the campus to the whole new world, a little bit nervous, but this is not the end of your journey. This is just a beginning of a new chapter, and I'm sure that you will rock the same way as you did in Michigan Biostat in the new chapters of your journey. So go make a difference with your knowledge in your way and contribute to the world's public health. Stay true to who you are and you will fly high. You are our pride, graduates, and remember, keep in touch. Michigan Biostatistics is always your home, and we would love to hear from you anytime, anything. Thank you. And the world is yours. The sky is yours. I can't wait to see how high you soar. Go blue, everyone.
That was so wonderful. Thank you so much, Lou. And yes, congratulations to not only the graduates, but to also all those family members and supporters who are here celebrating as well. So thank you, faculty, for all of your well wishes and kind words. We'd like to move now to hear from some of your fellow classmates. And we're going to first start with Tian Gu.
Thank you. Can I have the right to share my screen, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Are you looking at the right screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Thank you. So hello, everyone. My name's Tian Gu. This is my 6th year here at Michigan Biostat. It's my great honor to have the opportunity to say a few words in this special event. In the next few minutes, I will walk you through some highlights of my journey in the past 6 years as a student at Michigan Biostat. Thanks to Google Photo, I was able to review all the pictures I ever saved in my phone. My journey started in 2015 as a master's student. The first year was about meeting new people, taking classes, getting good grades, finding summer research opportunities, and planning for PhD application. Look at this unbelievable cheat sheet for EPIT 515. After spending 8 hours making this, my friends and I had so bad pain in the neck and shoulder. If you stayed in the department long enough, you will know we used to invite this massager, Kevin. So that final week, we all signed up a massage session with Kevin. Then it comes to the second year of master. Compared with the 699 semester, the beginning of the master second year was fine. Those of us who wanted to apply for PhD were busy getting A+ grades in all the classes. I had this Mario poster on my wall for the entire 2 years saying, "Get A+ life." In this year, our 650 Professor Ringley and her husband Doug welcomed their third baby, Maxwell. So we prepared this family photo card to celebrate the newborn. That year was the Chinese year of the monkey. Very soon, we entered the last semester of master. 4 big things happened. 699, of course, applying for the internal PhD, master graduation ceremony, and after we got accepted into PhD, the qualifying exam took place in May, exactly 1 month after the graduation. During 699, to save some time from cooking and eating food, my office mate Dylan and I had a lot of Soylent, a soy-based liquid food that can keep you alive when you are busy. In the last 699 project, my teammate Michelle and I won the Best Poster Award and a $10 Hopcat gift card, which was a great closure of 699. Then we graduated with master degrees. With a short celebration, I started preparing for the qualifying exam. It's definitely not easy, especially when I dreamed of failing the exam 3 times afterwards. Those were my daily snacks and daily study plan for that month. And I was very happy to get this fortune cookie 2 days before the exam, saying, "Your hard work is about to pay off, congratulations." And I still have it on my desk. Luckily, I passed the qualifying exam, had a 3-month wonderful summer break. Then here comes the first and the second year of my PhD. These 2 years were the most relaxing years of my PhD journey because everything's just started, no pressure in classes anymore, and it's still far away from graduation. I had so much fun climbing mountains, exercising, running my first half marathon, baking, cooking, going to JSM, going to INER, giving presentations, giving talks, and had my proposal done in the last month of 2019. Then we entered 2020. Everything went online. After a whole year of Zoom life, we are finally close to an end. 2020 has been tough. At the beginning, we had to get used to the remote life. Now as the remote life close to an end, we have to prepare ourselves to the old normal life outside the Zoom screen. Although we all have some Zoom fatigue, I have to say that the Zoom life also brought us many unique memories and a lot of joy in some way. For example, Bamar has held this virtual chocolate Nobel Prize ceremony to award students with research achievements in our lab. I had so much fun being Emma Watson, meeting with my advisors, Jeremy and Bamar, discussing my dissertation. Zoom filters have saved me so much time and money on makeups. The eyebrow and the lipsticks you see on my face, they are all Zoom functions. And of course, I had so many secret hotspots during seminars behind the screen. Throughout these years, each one of us has experienced some low moments. It could be a stressful final, a proof you thought you could never figure out, a lonely time when you are sick but home is far away, a frequent doubt whether you made the right choice to pursue the PhD degree. Sometimes when you are unlucky, even the avocado and grapefruit are laughing at you. But now, for all of us who finally made it here, we can all laugh it off. Those hard times has become the sweet, bitter memories, and we know we made it. What we will remember forever are those precious moments, those friends' weddings you witnessed, those friends' kids you saw they grow up, those many, many birthdays you celebrated with your family and friends. And most importantly, those lifelong friends and mentors you met here at Michigan. I want to say thank you, Michigan Biostat, for all these years' great adventures. And thank you so much for your attention. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Well, thank you so much. That was incredible and very entertaining, to say the least. So thank you. Thank you for that summary of your journey. Now we're going to hear from Mari Wong.
Hi, thanks, Kelly. Okay, so my fellow biostat grad, I ran a survival analysis on our cohort, and I can say with 95% confidence that everyone made it. Congratulations. I hope that after this major accomplishment, you take some time to relax and self-care, whether that's on a beach or in a random forest, the literal kind. While I have not had the privilege to hear about every individual's personal journey through the program, I think it's safe to impute from the multiple comparisons of experiences that I have heard that we have shared many sleep-deprived nights, painful errors in art, and most importantly, the perseverance to stick out an extremely challenging program. Over the last 2 years, we've absorbed a lot of information, and I will attempt to sum this up with two main takeaways. The first is this: while your grandma might not be as impressed by your ability to run a linear mixed model than if you were developing a cure for cancer, take heart in the knowledge that biostatistics is the backbone of the rigorous public health and scientific research. Secondly, Google and Stack Overflow are our friends, and we should plan on continuing these relationships for a long time. This program has equipped us with the theory, critical thinking, technical skills, and creativity to tackle problems within public health and beyond. The limit does not exist. While we missed out on some things due to virtual school, like end of the year cake and cookies in $6.99, Phil still showed us pictures of the cake from previous years, and we did get 3 cakes in our first semester from Masumi in $6.50. We also got to experience some new traditions, such as Vera's weekly Tell Me Something Good polls and Junka playing us songs during our breaks in $6.53. All these little things really made online school more bearable. As we diverge on our separate journeys, know that I am rooting for each and every one of you, and I'm honored to call you my friends and classmates.
Thank you so much for that multitude of statistics, puns, and wonderful congratulatory remarks. So finally, I think we have from the students a recording from Adam Peterson.
Hello, my fellow Michigan Biostat graduates. I hope this message finds you all in good health, good spirits, and, as much as the circumstances will allow, a celebratory mood. I'm sure this ceremony, perhaps like this year, is not what you expected when you applied to graduate school, but as somber a life experience as this has been, I hope you've been able to take away, amongst other things, how now, more than ever, we need people diligently working to understand, practice, and communicate good science. These ideas, I think, should hold a lot of weight for us as we look to our futures after graduation. Whatever picture we had in our head of what life would or should look like for us may end up being different, and we have to trust in our resiliency and dedication to more fundamental principles, like those we may have learned in this program, to help us navigate the unfamiliar terrain of life outside graduate school. I hope that in addition to these ideas, you will, like me, cherish and preserve all the friendships you've made on this crazy adventure, as there are only so many people you can talk, joke, or laugh about statistics with. In closing, please accept my best wishes to you all, and congratulations once again on this incredible achievement.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Hello.
And so thank you so much for students for your remarks, faculty for your remarks, and alumni. And I'd just like to let anyone open up the floor at this point. Let anyone who would like to say anything to please speak up and have some open mic time. Would anyone like to say anything? You can put it in the chat, or you can just start speaking if you unmute yourself.
If nobody want to start, this old alumni will start first. Dr. Michael Benke did interview me back to 1989. So I just text him. It's a great tradition.
I think we made a really good choice.
Does that mean Mike is older than me? I don't remember that.
I don't think so.
Oh, gee, I thought you might have caught up.
Anyone else? All right. Well, feel free to add comments in the chat. We'll also have some time after we have a little bit of a march to break out into breakout rooms. And so you can continue the conversation in maybe a little bit more of a smaller group. So if you do have a drink, cheers, congratulations, graduates. And I think now that we're going to pretend that you're all lined up marching to the beat to celebrate your graduation with a graduation march video. And after it ends, we'll place you in breakout rooms. I think Carrie's going to come on and instruct us how to go forward with that. So congratulations, graduates, and best of luck for your future. And please keep in touch.